Welcome to Ruston, Louisiana, Joe IA Stadium, home to the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and we'll be underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Texas State Bobcats offense will come out first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Bobcats will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs offense will get the ball for the first time. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates.
Wasting no time taking a shot. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Simpson. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Bobcats want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Beebe. Still running at the 40. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Caught behind the line. It's Beebe. At the 40, there he goes. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Takes a handoff. It's Beebe. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. The corners are walked up tight. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Grant. Under fire. Grab near the marker, it's Robinson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Evans. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry up. Gives it on the option. Just keeps moving. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Bobcats are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bobcats. Extra point here will tie the game.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the... Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Catch in the middle, it's Lanier. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
First play of the period will be a second down. They give it to him again. On his feet at the 40. Open space at the 25. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a crease. It's Valentine. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the tight end. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Sends it downfield. He makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. Now on the option. Oh, better look out! And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Browning. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Bobcats will call on their punt team. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
We're only in the first half. Already this guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of...
Let's it fly deep downfield. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Grant. Dumps it to the back. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position. Opening play of the drive from the 39. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Throws to the wide out. It's complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Looking to throw on first down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Evans. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Gonna look downfield again. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Quickly out to the tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Makes the grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They go to the ground. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Ruston. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay,
there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got it in the middle. It's Hooks. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw. It's Grant. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to...
Got enough space. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the stomping has commenced. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Bobcats decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll run this play from the pistol. Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's Grant. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The give to the single back. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Release to the back. That's caught. It's Valentine. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana Tech holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Here's the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
The defense comes up big time on the fourth down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a first down. The fumble, it's just the icing on the sundae. That's fine. We'll take it. But more importantly, they got the big stop and turnover on.
Turning it on. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Give to the back. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Sparks. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Let's see what he can do with it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. This offense has it with really good field position. They're testing the right side here. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Zings it complete to the right. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On the run from inside his own 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working, and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well, because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough, so it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Got it behind the line. It's Browning. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it inside the 10. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. With the clock running, this should be the final play. If there's time to pad the stats. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.